The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Here in our NBA on 2K Sports studio, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal at your service. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. And looking at the 76ers, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Regular season now getting going, Shaq. Do you think most players play their best early in the season or down the stretch?
Most play better down the stretch, Ernie, because you get into a groove as you go. A lot of guys don't really come in 100% shape like I did. We just want to work our way in practice, get a couple games, get our flow. Then by All-Star break, going into the playoffs, I have mastered my groove.
Do you think younger players have trouble adjusting to that and kind of learning that you have to ease into it a little bit? You see some guys early in their careers kind of flaming out early and don't have anything left for the stretch run?
Yes, most guys that come from a college background, as we all know, college 30, 40 games if you go deep in the college tournament. But NBA is 80 games. A lot of players hit the wall after that 40, 50 game mark.
Do you do your best studio work early in a show?
It's game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. So for the Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis at the FedEx Forum. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And they were really out-rebounded in that game, put them at a huge disadvantage.
Well, you get clobbered on the glass, it's always going to put you at a disadvantage, Steve. I mean, they needed to do a much better job of establishing position inside and then going after the ball. You can't just box out and have position. Go get the arm.
Now look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Young. He's out there with Harden. And it's Starks in a 2-guard. Here's Smart. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Memphis. Feeds it to Sullinger. The kick out to Anderson. Fires from deep. The shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. They come into this.
It's just kind of wave the white flags.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
That's good. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Passes it to Hart. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Sampson. Here's Sullinger. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Sullinger's got his second bucket of the night. 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Down low. It's stolen. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Sullinger. The Celtics working the ball around now. Back to Anderson. Here's Smart. Sampson, the pass to Anderson. Over Young. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
It's Harden with the drive. Gornick. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Smart. Right wing. Anderson kicks to Smart. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And Sullinger lays it in. Sullinger's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Here's Hart. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Young with the ball.
It's like they have been show.
The 76ers trail by 4. Harden kicks to Starks. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
Sullinger the screen. Smart kicks to Anderson. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Sullinger dishes to Smart. He kicks to Anderson. He feeds it to Young. Young left side. And another basket for Boston.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you pass.
Kicks it to Harden. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Young. The 19-foot shot. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This team is buzzing right now. They've yet to miss.
Smart with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shoots off the screen, and again, Nick Young.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
The 76ers trail by 4. Young outside. Now the pass to Starks. The dish now to Harden. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 5 now.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a...
They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And here comes the break. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 7.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The 76ers, number 1.
Now, they were a remarkably efficient offense, and I thought they just did a nice job of finding the open man time and again. No selfishness on that team.
Another shot. Sellinger, no good. The 76ers leading. Young left side, stolen by Anderson. Young outside, passes it to Sampson. That's tipped. Young with the steal. Starks against Anderson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and the fact that they're playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
Now here's Smart. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Anderson, a screen on Harden. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Smart, just 5 on the clock. Smith for 3, blocked, but he stays with it. Boston, no good that time either. 76ers have gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. And the basket by Starks.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively. This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
The drive by James.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
And the Celtics making a change here. Reds checked in. Now here is Smith. Defense right on him. And that one's good. Smith's got his first basket.
Yeah, off to a rough start. Just doesn't seem to have the rhythm with his shot.
James kicks to Rice. Hayward dishes to James. Pass the hoop. The 3. Kicks it out to James. Tries to save it. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Marcus Smart. What a year he had last season. Last season put up about 14 points a game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And I think the playmaking really stands out to me that he's been doing it. So many times the plays he can generate seem to change the momentum of a game.
I agree wholeheartedly there. I mean, it's underestimated what his passing brings to this team.
Smart puts the pick in for Smith. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Smart. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grant. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Rice. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. First in assists, first in steals, and they also were #1 in team shooting percentage, a very impressive offensive group.
And Clark, what you talked about that really resonates with me is the assists, because they were the best in the league, clearly a result of wonderful offensive execution and, of course, unselfishness. It didn't seem to matter who was taking the shot. That team always tried to find the open man.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Rick Carlisle. Doris?
The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about the way their season had been developing. He told me, we've been learning the hard way that anything less than a 100% effort is not going to get it done. I want to see my guys a lot hungrier than they have been. That would certainly help, gentlemen.
Okay, Doris, thank you. Not a good start to the season, Clark.
It certainly hasn't been, Kevin, but luckily for them, there's enough time to get this thing turned around.
Shot's good. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Smart kicks to Grant. Dishes it to Smart. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. And James pulls it down.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
Here's the 3. Rice, no good.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's Smith penetrating. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Hayward's got his 3rd rebound on the night. In low to Walton. And the layup is good. And it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Now, here is Red. Shoots from the high post, and he gets the bucket.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's James. Rice kicks to Hayward. The feed to James. Pass to Rice for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Rice has got 5 points so far. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
Austin with the ball. 9-point game. Smith is out there with Nick Young. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Sullinger in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Now here's Goodwin. He had 13 points in the win against the Clippers. And there's a nice one-handed slam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Good. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now, here is Harden. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Just 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Caboclo. Shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And I'll tell you what, we've seen some tough divisional battles between these two teams before, and we're going to get to see them 4 more times this season, starting tonight.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Young sets a screen for Smith. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Young. And the 3-ball is good. Young's got 9.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
James with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Harden, that's good.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Young, right side. And the rejection by Harden.
Complete domination. What a game for Young. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Both teams will make substitutions, and so he makes both from the line.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Harden dishes to Goodwin. Harden against Smith. Here's Caboclo. And they will call over the back on the play.
Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call, went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. You can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
Feeds to Young. 11 feet away. Blocked. Pushing it up. Here's Caboclo.
Oh, look out, man.
The rim is shaking.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Hardy passes to Hart, fires the 3, and Boston with the rebound. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. They get the rebound. Off target at the rim.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers the throwdown.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
Here's Smith after the Sixers pick up 2. Anderson. Here's Sullinger. He sinks the 11-footer. Sullinger's got 8 points.
That's good, unselfish play there because his shot was tougher. Instead, he went to his teammate.
Goodwin with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Goodwin kicks to Harden. With the floater, the shot is off. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They host the Clippers after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Smith dishes to Young. He feeds it to Sullinger. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Goodwin. The step-back jumper is good. Goodwin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, Kevin, he's not always looking to put up big numbers, but he's doing a nice job here.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And Philadelphia making a change here. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The 76ers, number 1.
Yeah, and I don't even know if the numbers really told the story. I mean, this was a tremendous defensive team last year.
So it's Boston now. They trail by 9 points. Here's Sampson. Makes it off the glass.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Harden outside. There's the pass to Hart. Soft touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Smith outside. Here's the screen. He kicks to Anderson. The 3. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Harden has a wide open look, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Boston's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Smith the pass to Sullinger. Nice ball movement by Boston. Smith kicks to Young. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Smith with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And Young with the basket on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 6 assists in the game. And so it's Boston with it. A 12-point game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
It's Anderson with the drive. That's good. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Kicks it to Young. On the wing starts. To the inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Smith outside. Anderson outside. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The 76ers leading by 7. The dish to Hayward. He drains the quick shot. Hayward's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, he found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
Passes it to Sampson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
A moment here to see the numbers Marcus Smart put up last year. 6th in assists. And, of course, he ended up in the top 15 in steals as a result of some of the quickest hands in the league.
Steve, you think about all of the assists he racked up to get into that top 10. You know, he's a guy who always played with his head up, and he was a willing passer who was looking to make the pass at all times.
Starks, dishes to Hayward, and the shot is good.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Anderson. And the 76ers making a change here. 76ers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Well, one of the highlights last season, this team shot the ball extremely well from the stripe. Huge factor.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Hayward against Red. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Sampson. No good. Good defensive work there by Young. The 76ers leading by 12. Rice passes to Hooper. He dishes it to Hayward. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hayward's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Grant outside. Pass to Red. Shot clock at 5. Dishes to Smart to stop the run. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the 76ers. Walton's checked in for Young. And James subbed in for Starks. Philadelphia has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Screen by Walton. Out to Hayward. Here's Rice. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 14. Grant with a screen on James. Smart kicks to Red. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. James. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Red dishes to Smart. The feed now to Grant. Puts up the baby hook. And nothing but air on that one. The 76ers leading by 14. Here's Hooper. Oh, that's blocked. And he gets it back. Back to Walton. Second shot opportunity. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Philadelphia shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Hardy passes to Hayward. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Well, he shot 73% from the line last year. Fairly average in terms of where he stands in the league.
Hayward hits them both. 9 seconds left to play here in the half. Grant inside. And stolen by Hayward. That will count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. 76ers on top, up by 16. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Rick Carlisle. And, Coach, what have you not liked so far about the way your team is playing?
Well, we weren't into it. We missed the block out. We were taking a couple of bad shots. So we just need to refocus. Key in this game, we got to take away their open jump shots and threes, and we got to rebound.
Coach, thank you for your time, guys. Visibly frustrated over here on the sideline.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. We welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. One of the great stories here, Nick Young getting it done today.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters, and Tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Young is out there with Harden. Then there's Starks, and it's Hart in at the 5. Roam in the paint. Pass to Starks. 5 on the clock. Hits from the high post. Starks has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Philadelphia.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Knocked away. Starks with the steal. Ahead, all alone. Rejected by Young. Now here's Anderson. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And here's Smart. Young outside. 6 to shoot. Young right side. Jump ball. So it's Boston now. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Smart. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Feeds it to Young. The pass to Hart. Three-pointer. Another miss by Young. Celtics trail by 18. And the 76ers making a change here. Hayward's checked in.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Coming from the 76ers. Rudy Hayward.
Now Zellinger. He's got 8. He feeds it to Anderson. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, man, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now, here is Harden. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. James Harden is second.
Now, he never took a night off. I mean, it seemed like he was scoring big all season long. Just a terrific year for him.
Smart with the ball. Covered by Starks. And Harden comes to help. And Young kicks to Zellinger. Back to Young. Now the dish to Smart. Anderson outside. They need this one. Boston again missing.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Starks outside. He kicks it to Harden. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 15.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Passes to Sampson. Here's Zellinger. He's got 8. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Zellinger. That's 7 points for Marcus Smart. Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. Here's Hart. Misses off the left iron.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Anderson kicks to Zellinger. The Celtics working the ball around now. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Now Smart. James Harden missing on the three. Anderson. Shot denied. Kicks it to Hayward. Pass to Hart. Shoots the three. And the shot is good. He's got 7. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Here's Anderson. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Smart kicks to Anderson. Takes a three. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
On the wing starts. Stolen by Anderson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Boston. Smith comes in for Nick Young. Caboclo, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
That's his first personal foul.
Smith kicks to Smart. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 9 points for Marcus Smart.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Harden the pass to Caboclo. Cornell, covered by Smith. Here's Starks. Another three for Philadelphia.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Now here's Smart. He's got 9. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And the 76ers making a change here. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Sullinger. The drive by Smith. Smart puts the pick in for Smith. He dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Right side, Kidd-Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Smith on the wing. And it's blocked by Harden. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Goes up off the inbound. And Smart with the basket on the assist from Kidd-Gilchrist. And that's now 11 points for Marcus Smart. The 76ers leading by 22. The drive by James. And that one's good.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Smith against James. Grant with a screen on James. Smith dishes to Grant. And Young comes over to help. Smith kicks to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. The three. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space. You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Red passes to Grant. Inside. And Kidd-Gilchrist gets it to go in. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
James kicks to Rice. Red with the steal. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. Dishes it to Smith. Here's Smart. Kidd-Gilchrist trying to free himself up. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Well, let's take a look at where Boston ended up, Kevin, last year in the league rankings. First in opponent shooting percentage. 6th in shooting percentage. And they were in the top 10 in team blocks. Not elite level, but pretty good nonetheless.
And Clark, you know this. I mean, anytime you see a team #1 in the NBA in field goal percentage defense, you know they're getting after it. So this is a club that plays extremely hard. They take great pride in their defense. They have
after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Grant. Can't get it to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Hart. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 13.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here is Smith. He's got 7. Kid Gilchrist with it, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
James Harden, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Rice passes to Young. Young left side. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The 76ers have shot 6 of 7 at the line. All free throws good from Thaddeus Young. Celtics trail by 20. Smith kicks to Smart. The feed now to Red. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Grant. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Here's the 2K leaderboard.
Free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everybody last season just had the hot hand.
For Boston, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers. Impressive.
The Celtics making a switch here. Young's checked in.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Now, here is Young. The turnaround jumper. Another miss by Young. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Smart dishes to Young. An easy 2 points on the layup. Young's got 15 points.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
It's taken away by Smith.
And they'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter.
Remains Boston ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. 19.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's James. Young sets a screen for James. Gets it off, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
You know, I've always felt that video review was a great addition to the NBA rules, especially when it can have such an impact on the outcome of a game.
I agree, Clark, and very tough to tell on this one. We don't see a lot of these reviews, but a good percentage of reviews ultimately end up in an overturned ruling of what was originally thought to be a basket or not.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers lead by 19. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Here's James. Jared Sullinger is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Smith. Then there's Anderson. And it's Young in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5. Here's Hart. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Celtics trail by 19. And Young, here we go. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Boston making a switch here.
Your Celtics, Christian Sanson.
Sullinger the screen. Got a piece of it. Now the 76ers on the break. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist here tonight. The pass to Sampson. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. And the first one drops. Starks checked in for James Harden. And he makes both free throws. Philadelphia leading by 20. Hart, Sullinger defending. Hart the pass to James. They set the pick. Outside for Starks, and Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Inside, it's stolen by Smith.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe the pass down low. It's Anderson with the drive.
Looking to get back on track here. In the corner, it's James. Young outside. Pass to Starks. To the wing on the left. Here's Hart. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Smith drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Shot denied, but they recover it. Here's Gornev. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Young, here we go. Can't connect from short range.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
A shot by Starks, no good.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Smith the pass to Sampson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Just a fantastic game for Smith. 9 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
The free throw drops for Smith. Smith hits them both.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Sure helps that they've gotten extra trips to the foul line here in the second, and that has to continue if they're going to complete this comeback.
Boston shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. It's Young on the wing. They double him with James. Young passes to Sampson. And here's Anderson from the arc. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense right there from Starks. There's the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Smith kicks to Young. And stolen by James. Starks up top, covered by Smith. Here's Gornev. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Yeah,
I know you agree with that, Steve.
Oh, totally. You got to play with control and composure, Kevin.
Smith the pass to Sampson. Lets it fly. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And the 76ers call time here. So Boston ends up going with the new group. And the 76ers with some changes. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He talked to his guys about the importance of functioning as a unit, not as individuals, and on the need to help each other find open shots on the perimeter. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Screen by Walton. Passes it to Hardy. Yep, great play there. Set up by Walton.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Feeds to Red. Wide open. The shot is good off the backboard.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
So it's Philadelphia now. And here is Goodwin. Walton is screen on Red. Goodwin dishes to Walton. Six to shoot. And Boston called for the foul. Some changes for Boston. From the inbound. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. That one on Smart.
Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, that didn't go down, but those are exactly the plays coaches like to see.
And so he hits both. And so it's Boston with it. Here's the screen. Pass to Sampson. Rejected.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Here's Walton. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Walton's got 4 this quarter.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
Young's shot is off.
Well, bad timing. His team trailing, and this has not been a quarter that he'd like to remember.
Walton with the ball. Sullinger picks him up. Screen by Walton. To the paint. Knocked away. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Smart kicks to Anderson. The dish to Sullinger. From 11 feet away. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Caboclo, the pass to Goodwin. Here's Caboclo, the 17-footer. The rebound by the Celtics. Young's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well. And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, It'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
He kicks it to Sullinger. And again, it's Boston converting.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Hart, Sullinger defending. Here's Hart. Young passes to Hart. Second shot opportunity. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. That one is off. So both teams changing it up here.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. Young outside. Again, Young missing.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight.
Oh, how about that, basketball fans?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
There's 1:17 left in the game. Smart kicks to Red. Grant inside. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Good one, dishes to Walton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
To the inside. To the wing on the left. Grant down low. And it's Rice with the rebound. Philadelphia shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. There's a screen. Caboclo, the pass to Rice. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
Now Walton. The fader. It's off. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.